You are live. Q102. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on a second, y'all. This shit crazy. Well, I guess I answered our questions too last week. I said, are the Saints that good or are the Cowboys that bad? And the the jury is in. Fuck out. All right, let me get this content pulled up. I ain't even got time to be on no, hey, shout out to everybody. Let's be happy. Ain't nothing happy right now when it comes to what the Cowboys putting on film, man. That's some bullshit. But we're gonna look at some of the stuff before I even get to the coaches film. We're gonna get to this. You know what I mean? Shout out to Bet US Sportsbook. Those guys have been, like I said, wonderful to me. But I'll let a few more y'all load in here before I start my shit. Yeah, what's up? Dax on filthy. He said, we ass, shaking my head. Yeah, you ain't lying, brother. You ain't lying. I'll let a few more y'all hit. Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all get in here. Like and subscribe. That's it. Shout out to the AKs that support the channel. Yo, yes, 100. What's good? It's 80 y'all in here. I'm gonna wait a little longer, then we gonna jump in. All right, but y'all know what's up, man. Y'all, so those of you who was here yesterday, you caught a whole emotional tirade. But today ain't gonna be much better. I'm gonna tell you, like when you watching what they're putting out there on film and what these guys are doing, you see a lot of boneheaded plays where we're doing some of the things we did last year. It's not a talent issue; it's an IQ issue, and a lot of guys just not doing their jobs or doing other people's jobs, playing hero ball on every big play, literally every last one of them. And I pointed it out on everyone on the ones that are on this film. Put it that way. There's others, but I said that if it's happening every play, then it is what it is. But they're anchoring in or targeting certain individuals. This is what offenses do. They'll say, all right, we're going to concentrate our forces on D-Law this particular play, and we just got to shore up this one block so everybody knows who a target number A and I mean number one and B. I mean, look at me, dyslexic as shit. But target 1 and 2 are on each play. Um, they already know. And you can see that they're targeting certain areas or they're trying to set up certain things on almost every play. Baltimore did this with misdirection. They did this with out leveraging the defensive ends on a regular basis. And then when they didn't even do any of that, we would just psych ourselves out. So you for them to go out that way or for them to play that way. What's going on with my screen? Can you guys see? I feel like am I still here? Can you guys still see me? All right, let me see. What's up, Ibram? What's up, David? What's up? You said it's a lag. Is it lag now? What about now? I feel like I'm back, but let me know if it's lagging. Testing. Say something. Koye, I swear it's like this team says, hey, let's do all the things that guarantee we lose and see what happens. I swear we lose on purpose. It's weird. All right, it says better now, better. All right, cool. I'm gonna dig in there. Check this out, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's still lagging. There we go. I don't know what's going on here. Boom, there we go. Let me know if I'm lagging before okay, y'all hear me good? All right, it should be cool. All right, man. When we're looking at the film, watch this. Now, this one is D-Law. But when you watching and we talk about hero ball, this is exactly what I mean when I say hero ball. When you pause, let me pause right here. Boom. All right, you see everybody inside D-Law, meaning D-Law and Wilson I mean, I think that's Hooker behind it. But D-Law and Hooker are the only ones really backside, and maybe you can count Osa, but he seems like he's slashing inside too, right? Everyone else is to the left. There is, even if the ball was going left, D-Law, if you're D-Law, you got to let them figure that shit out, right? There's no way you should be jumping inside on this play if you're D-Law. But when you watch this play, this is how easy it is to fool the Cowboys. And these are veteran players. I can take it if it was Nealon. I can take it if it was Overshawn or Wanye, some of the young guys that are getting some tick. They got to get their growing pains. But for D-Law to be this far inside, right? When you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, six guys that are inside as well that can help you. When you're the only backside contained on this play, there is no excuse for you to be that far inside, leaving your guys exposed like that. But then having the audacity to talk on the sidelines like there's something they're doing wrong. It's you. It's the veterans. Like, look at this. Boom. There's no need to be. Let's watch this whole play again. There's no need to be the fuck all the way in there. What are we in here for? All he had to do is literally run up the field and do nothing, and this play is busted. Busted. Just run the field and do nothing. Even if Lamar gets the ball, you got Mozzie, you got guys inside, and you leave it where Overshawn can actually make that play inside, which he misses outside because you lost leverage. This is what I mean by what I say: a low IQ and a lack of trust in your fellow player. There is no excuse for that if you're D-Law. There's no excuse for that for a lot of these guys. Now, this is a hooker in D-Law. These are not the rookies. These are the veterans doing this shit. Now, again, to the right of D-Law and Hooker, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got from Diggs over, you got 4 guys, and then you got another 3 guys up front. So there's 7 guys to the front side or to the front action of this play, right? 7. We don't need you 2 on the back end. D-Law literally can go upfield and cut off this bootleg. And Hooker, this is your man. This is the reason the tight end is all the way open like that. I can understand you trying to say you're moving or you're rushing to the ball, but you got to trust your guys up front. There's no way you guys going to make this play before these guys up front. No way. So you got to hang back on this, right? Wrong. There's no need for the aggression on the back end from Hooker or D-Law here. This ain't even coaches film, and I can see this. This is wrong, folks. Like for them to be veterans and pulling this, like this is what I mean. Like these are bonehead plays. And then everybody's talking about D-Law the only one hustling. I don't give a fuck if you hustling, if you're the reason that we get exposed in the first place. Here, okay, you should be reading the only inside zone when you're looking at Henry. Henry ain't cutting it back. So if you're reading inside zone, right, there go Micah reading inside zone, but you are backside contained, right? If it was inside zone, let's go back. If it were inside zone, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, 6 guys that are inside this play. There's no need for you to be in there if you're Micah Parsons. No need. He would have ran right into the teeth of this defense, and your guys could have did that, right? So you can't talk either if you're Micah talking about, hey, D-Law and the rest of these guys ain't doing their job when you're doing the exact same shit. All of y'all is doing it. All of them. All of our so-called playmakers is doing bonehead shit like this. Let's watch this play again. Boom. Every time, too. Not, oh, you got me on that one. Now, when you're dealing with a team that's just trying to figure you out and they see your tendencies on film, you got to understand how they're going to attack you. You got to scout yourself. And then you have to take those things away that you see that they're trying to do to you, right? Before I even get into Carson on that play, you have to take those things away that you can see on film clearly a team is trying to execute on you. You can't keep falling for the same bonehead shit over and over and over again and calling yourself a good team or even saying that you want to get better. Because if you want to get better, it starts between the ears. It's not going to start with physicality. Tank is a tank, yes, but you can't be this stupid. You can't be this stupid if you're a veteran defense. And the young guys are learning from the vets. And the vets are playing like they don't understand what's going on. From Wilson to Parsons to D-Law to fucking Kendricks. All these guys are playing like they don't know what the hell is going on. They don't know what's going on. Now, the one I will say that steps up and does what he's supposed to do almost every play, that's Jordan Lewis. That's about it. Everybody else plays like they're trying to figure it the fuck out. Now, again, I just say you got to trust your guys and to trust that the rest of those guys will do their job. That was Micah Parsons' quote, his speech. Now, on this play, this is all one-on-one with Carson. He's a young guy. I can take this rep from Carson, but this is a horrible angle to the ball. You already floated back when you gave up cushion anyway. You're supposed to be driving on this, and then you tackle high and on a poor angle. He created this play himself. This was all on Carson. To his credit, he did come back the rest of the game and tackle very well the rest of the game. But bonehead plays like that are the reason we're gonna be sitting at home. Here we go again. Okay. No trust and no communication. You got Kendricks, Micah Parsons right here on the outside. Now, if you say, hey, Kendricks, your gap is the B gap, you stay home, you spy, and Micah, you break down and contain. If that's the job here, which it is, okay. Well, whose man is number 4? Zay Flowers belongs to Jordan Lewis, Micah Parsons. Now, one of you might bite, maybe Kendricks, maybe Micah, but all 3 of you can't bite on 4 and leave a lane for the only motherfucker y'all scouted against. I'm pretty sure in practice, which was Lamar Jackson, the only person you scouted against. You all can't say, hey, let's open up a lane for this dude. All 3 of you. Now, Jordan Lewis did what he's supposed to do. Micah Parsons and Kendricks, these are rookie mistakes. These are rookie mistakes. You know what I'm saying? continuously happening to all of our veteran players. There's no excuse for that. D-Law, again, being blocked by a wide receiver at the end, we can't even try this shit as an offense because it'll get squashed. Because you damn sure ain't going to put Jalen Brooks or any of those guys to block a motherfucking defensive end. But they can put out, for all the Armor Tank and Micah, the best player in the league shit, y'all shouldn't be getting blocked consistently by wide receivers. Y'all should make them pay for this. Even if you get a fucking unnecessary roughness, drive him back here in the backfield. It should be no reason why you're going over the top of a fucking receiver. Back 5 yards. It's a receiver. There's no way he's driving you back. There's no way the sled machine that you use in the training camp weighs more than this motherfucker. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. He weighs more than that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you doing swim moves on the receiver. Ain't no way. This is horrible football, folks. You flowing over the top of a receiver, giving them lanes. There's no way you're going to tell me that Zimmer called this shit. No. And then on the one play where Micah actually gets some traction up the middle of the field, this was a good play. You know why? Micah got pressure up the middle of the field from linebacker, right? But even on this play, the one thing that stood out to me was this. Let's go back and look at it. Right here. You see that asterisk, those exclamation points? That's Wilson, folks. We got a guy who can play man coverage on tight ends and on slot receivers. His name is Wanye Thomas. Why the fuck do we keep putting Wilson out here? Now, this is on Zimmer. Why you keep Wilson out here like he a coverage safety? He can't do this job better than the guy you have on the bench. He's not the guy. He's giving up touchdowns. He's giving up lanes. Both weeks, he's done it. Okay? You can't keep allowing that, knowing that you got a better guy on the bench. He's fucking returning kicks. This is crazy. So here we go. Micah upfield. Now you supposed to take outside here. He takes inside. Let me show you again. Micah, you're the contained guy here. You got to take the outside shoulder of 42, not inside. But Nealon is firing off the backside of this play like a fucking beast. And they come and erase this. Both Kendricks and Nealon erase this for you, Micah. But you did this wrong again, Micah. Now, how had Kendricks successfully got sealed inside on that reach block, this is also over. It's over with. Only reason that wasn't is because Kendricks got in there, right? On these screen passes, self-explanatory. Like this is just poor read and react by Overshawn right here. Again, look at this. Boom. You got to go. You know this is a screen. And for all y'all to be getting upfield like you playing a pocket quarterback, you know what I mean? Like your pass rush was killing all day. For you to be going after Lamar like that with no contain anyway is already wrong. So even if you were pass rushing, you got to read this. Like you should be breaking down after the line of scrimmage. There should be no reason all y'all getting upfield like you chasing down motherfucking Kirk Cousins. This is Lamar Jackson. So even if you were pass rushing and that's your excuse for being so far upfield, all of you on this play as the defensive line, still no excuse because you should have been more patient. This is a patient game. That's not an over pursuit game. These plays are not. We're not playing it. Like the reason I say we'll be okay. Nobody's doing anything special. Nobody's doing anything special. It's just that we're beating ourselves. Nobody's doing anything that I'm like, damn, that concept is so crazy, hard to beat. It's just want to and IQ. Now here before this play starts, you see this B gap here. That belongs to Wilson. That means you need to stay out there because Parsons is on an island. There's 3 down linemen over here, and then you got Clark over here playing 4-3 over, right? If this ball goes to the right, if you are to your left, if you're Wilson, you should be cool with that. Kendricks as well. You should be cool with that. Both Kendricks and Wilson should be playing backside, the cutback lanes, because up front, you guys got this up front. I take a false step up front, and then you're back, right? Watch where Wilson ends up on this play. Watch where he's immediately. He didn't read shit. He's in Kendrick's gap immediately. Now we got D-Law over here. You got Chauncey over here. You got Clark over here. You got Carson over here. You got 5 guys over there when you count Kendricks. And then if you count Osa, who's also in the middle there, you're not needed inside if you're Wilson. For him to just jump in here shows a lack of IQ. This is stupid football. Stupid football. Now he gets caught inside quick and early because he sacrificed himself, gave himself to a block. And what happens? It's only Micah Parsons back there, folks. Let's watch that again. It's only Micah Parsons over here. Micah Parsons was on the island. And guess what? This is why I say you don't have your best player setting the fucking edge. Because if that's Chauncey right here where Micah is setting the edge, guess where this ball is going? Back inside to wherever the fuck Micah is at. Cool. But if it's Micah setting the edge, guess where this ball is going? Back inside to who? To who? To what? There's nobody there. Everybody in the backfield. There's nobody here, and Wilson got himself sealed. And Micah's over here setting the edge as he should be, but there's a lane between him where Wilson should be. And that's just off to the races. We could call this stuff good blocks if we want to. These are not good blocks, folks. It's bad football IQ from the Cowboys defense. And I can't blame Zimmer because this is textbook shit. This is shit. This is Pee Wee football. They ain't even got to throw the ball. They're throwing the ball as much as you would throw in Pee Wee football, meaning not at all. Very, very rarely. The play action, the yards that we're giving up in the air are over only because we are not stopping the shit on the ground. It's play action football. The only reason the shit in the air is working is because of that. Nobody's dropping back and passing the ball. I don't care if Osa was held on that play. Here's Micah inside again. Boom. You are contained, man. And now if this play goes inside, if that would have went inside to the running back, hey, that's on them. That's on everybody who got kicked out of there. But if it goes outside, that's on you, Micah. So that's on Micah. So this stuff right here, I mean, you can't. There's no excuse for this. Now that's your boy Mozzie getting pushed out of there 5 yards. You know what I mean? Mozzie on that rep was asshole retarded, but can't keep having this shit, man. There's kneeling. I could take this from the young guys though. I could take this from the young guys. You know why? They young and dumb. I can't take this from my veterans. I can't take that from my veterans. Here we go again. All right, and what's going to happen on this one, right? You can't get blocked by a fucking wide receiver if you're Micah Parsons. And you can't. Now, Marist got his legs cut out there, boom. But Micah and Marist on the back end of this play. You're the only ones here. You're the only ones here. You can't even play like that. You can't allow yourselves to get blocked. You got to force this play, either front side action, or you got to cut this back in and give your guys on the inside, all those guys, those 7 guys you have inside that's pursuing on the back end, you got to give them a chance. They don't have no chance if you're getting blocked by a fucking receiver. All the way up the field at that. Take that motherfucker and body slam him like you do left tackles on his fucking head. And last play, this is Wilson again. You got Marist outside. That's his guy. Now you firing upfield. If you're going to blitz, beeline at Lamar Jackson and tear his ass up. He gets upfield, gets this reverse. Micah's getting triple teamed inside, double teamed, pushed inside. This is over. This is the last play of the game. They said we're going to run right at Micah Parsons and Wilson. They went right at him. Why? Because of where they were aligned, and you also know that they're going to guess wrong like they do every time. So it's like, I'm going to play this for y'all while I'm talking. I'm going to play it for you again because, you know, like I said, it needs to be seen. But y'all heard what I said, man. Y'all get the picture. This is some bullshit. There's no way you telling me that Zimmer is the reason for this shit. Zimmer is not the reason that you don't know not to fucking stay outside if you're D-Law in these plays. That ain't Zimmer's fault. Now, I'm not even here to take up for Zimmer like Zimmer is the man, but I know he's not calling this shit because his defenses don't do this shit. That's dumb football. But guess who does do it? The only commonality are the players. D-Law been doing this shit for years. Go back to the Browns game when Odell Beckham ran a reverse on us and killed us. Those games where he gets caught by Justin Fields and breaks contain because he's on a too sharp of an angle. I mean, Hooker as well. You guys are guessing wrong, and you are the veterans. I know the defense didn't call for both of y'all to be jumping up, running upfield, and leaving your man open. I know that's not what he called. So why would I be blaming Zim for that? I know Zim didn't say, hey, Micah, jump inside. What are you reading? Why would you be reading that when you got help inside? But then get on the camera and say, you guys got help inside. Too many guys playing hero ball. You need to say myself included if you Micah Parsons, because you doing it too. All of y'all, all of them, to a man, are playing like fucking bitches. All of them. It ain't one. Carson, you're a rookie. I give it to Carson on this play. He's a rookie. He flattens out over this, which is poor angle anyway. Then instead of driving, you kind of flow up to the outside shoulder when you should be playing the inside shoulder. You know why? Because the out of bounds line is your friend. You learn that in Pee Wee football. That's your second man. That's help. Your out of bounds line is your friend. Why would you run to the perimeter? Dumb. No trust, no communication here. Once again, man, this is easy football. This play is blown up. If you just sit down, you don't got to do shit. Neither one of them have to make a move, Kendricks nor Micah Parsons, because if they do throw it to Flowers, that's Jordan Lewis's job, and then you guys could go help him out and chase. He just needs to jump to that outside shoulder, cut it back inside to you two, and you guys can hit that. If you guys just sit down, Lamar Jackson has nowhere to go. But y'all, all three of y'all bite on that? That's boneheaded football. And I know Zimmer ain't calling that. I know Zimmer ain't call that. I know Zimmer ain't call this. Hey, allow a fucking receiver to block you, D-Law, tank. A receiver? You swim moving a receiver. And you 5 yards down the field going over the top of a receiver. Where if you drive on this play, if you just drive right here, meaning if D-Law just pushes him into the backfield, he creates a log jam, and those other pulling guards have nowhere to go, which buys time and space for the guys in the back end pursuit to get there. If you go over the top here, you just created a kill zone for yourself. And exactly what happens at the end of this is what's going to happen every time you do that shit. Micah Parsons gets upfield here. You see inside they got Wilson playing man on the tight end. He got beat. Guess who saves the day? Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis is playing. He came to play. I don't know what the fuck Wilson be doing out there. I don't know what these guys do. Micah Parsons got caught inside there. And you know what I mean? Once again, this shit keeps happening to us. Keeps happening to us on these screen passes, just lack of IQ. Y'all beelining and missiling up the field like you playing a fucking pocket passer. This is dumb shit. Dumb shit. Dumb shit. And then tackling like bitches. Dumb shit. There go Jordan Lewis making a hit again. This is your alley if you're Wilson. You can't just sacrifice your position here over and over again. These dudes keep doing it. And then we blaming Zimmer for it. That's just dumb football players. And if you got dumb football players, regardless of what kind of check they got, regardless of how many jerseys they sell, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Sit them on the bench until they learn. And that's what Zimmer needs to do. He needs to sit some of these guys down, man. Even if you're going to be making mistakes, make them with the young guys that's doing it your way. I used to have bartenders at a bar, right? Everybody be like, yo, this is a star tender. You know, I got another bar opening up. Shout out to the payback. It'll be open by December. But I had a bar that I used to run in 2013, man. We had a chicks in there, man, and it'd be star tenders that used to come and bartend for us, right? And they would bring a crowd. We'd be like, yo, we want the star tenders. But those chicks was fucking thieves. They were stealing their asses off. And they knew the game so well that you had to deal with too many mistakes, too much bullshit that you had to figure out with them, right? Whereas if you got a young bartender that didn't know shit, they was trained in my way. They was trained under my tutelage. They did what I asked them to do. That's what I'm saying about these young guys. If you're going to fucking play wrong, let the young guys learn. Let them do their thing. They can get they licks now, and they can learn how to play in the right system. But D-Law, Micah Parsons, Hooker, Wilson, you guys can't be the guys making the mistakes. You can't be the guys making the mistakes. Jordan Phillips, you can't be the guys getting pushed 5 yards off the ball when you're the veteran leadership that's supposed to be making these plays, man. Wilson, you can't be this fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play it again. I'm going to just let this play this time. But y'all understand what I'm saying, man. This is what we're seeing on a regular basis. This is not a Zimmer can fix it issue. The players got to fix this by just listening to what's called and settling down. You can't keep fucking flying, leaving everybody else out to dry because you want to make a fucking play. That's little kid football, and it makes everybody else look bad every time you do it. So I don't even need to get to the all 22 to see how fucking dumb this is. There's no way. Getting their face, cursing them out. No. Curses ain't going to help this. Bench some motherfuckers. Bench Wilson or Hooker or both. I would take right now a young Wanye and an Izzy Mukwamu over what I see from both Hooker and Wilson right now. I would take that today. Give it to me. Give it to me. Hey, Micah Parsons, you a linebacker, bruh. Give me Lawson, give me Nealon, give me Chauncey on the outside over this bullshit. Give me that. You can't be doing this shit, though. I can't take this. No. We not dealing with that. All these motherfuckers got to go somewhere else. D-Law, sit down. If you can't figure out how to contain, this is basic shit. Hey, Micah, you can't play contain. You can't play contain from the edge. Cool. You a linebacker then. Play linebacker. Figure out your real position. Learn that. But playing this way, no. And you right about that. Whoever just said we crying for Belichick. Reason being, because somebody need to have the carte blanche to bench motherfuckers or cut people at will. And a couple of y'all need to go today. And not because, not just to prove a point, but because you are veterans. There's no excuse for veterans to be playing this boneheaded. And this is basic football, especially against a running quarterback, because all you see is running quarterbacks when you're in high school and college. That's all you see. So this is the shit that you learned a long fucking time. It ain't a lot to deal with. It ain't a lot to deal with. You can't tell me that it's this hard to figure this shit out. It ain't. And I ain't on no bullshit when I'm talking. I don't give a fuck who feel no way about it. I know we interview these guys, but interview them and put the heat on them, because for them to be sitting here acting like we can't take. Can't take. I don't know why my shit lagging, man. I don't know what's going on. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this fucking let this play out. Y'all already seen it. Ain't much for me to say outside of that. Appreciate y'all jumping on ad hoc. You know what I mean? Watch this shit. Watch this play out. Y'all already seen it. Ain't much for me to say.